In this video, we're going to be talking about the medical fraud at Quality Education Holding Company, and we're also going to be looking at a couple of injured employees and how the company handled it. And we're going to look at Bupa, which is an international company, which is the largest medical insurance company here in Saudi Arabia. So here's an email of workers that I was overseeing. And this represented about 3/4 of the team that had been there for almost 4 months. So you can see they didn't have medical cards, and this is intentional. If you look at the Augustin Francisco's video, you'll see that he's involved with the deception and medical fraud. So as we've discussed, the entire employment contract is a fraud. I had an employee, potential candidate of QEHC, send me his employment contract. The contract, it doesn't matter what it says, it's completely malleable. It doesn't matter what location they claim they're going to send you to, what your salary is going to be, what your housing allowance is going to be, what kind of visa you're going to get, what kind of insurance you're going to get. So we're going to look at they're basically going to give you the insurance for maids and drivers, for domestic workers, which is the lowest insurance in the kingdom, if you even ever get the insurance. And again, here's employees that have been here for months at this point. You can see we're looking at December. They had arrived in early September. They still don't have their medical. All right, so let's look at, I have permission to show a couple of pictures of an employee that was, unfortunately, he was attacked at an ATM in Hafr al-Batten, and that's not going to happen very much. The attacker did go to jail. And the way it works is that the person would remain in jail, and in this case, the father came to the college, asked for the forgiveness of the employee. Unfortunately, the employee didn't make any medical claims, because that employee actually lost a lot of money, and the medical insurance was so poor that he couldn't get the injured hand repaired in Saudi, so he ended up going back with a broken finger and getting it taken care of in the United Kingdom. And again, the company ignored this guy. They pretended like nothing had happened. It was very traumatizing. He was attacked in an ATM machine simply for asking a person not to cut in front of him. So that happens to you and somebody gets arrested. They're not going to leave jail until you have forgiven them, and you should also include financial restitution. In this regard, the guy had damaged glasses and medical costs in the UK. Now, typically, this is the insurance you would have. This would be considered Class A insurance right here. And so you can see that this is not Class A insurance that they're going to be giving you. So Class A insurance is complete coverage. Dental is completely covered, and it's actually an excellent insurance policy. But the problem is that you're not going to get that. What you're going to get is this right here. They're going to give you, now Bupa isn't really saying, they're not delineating these medical cards by, Class A, B, and C. But you'll notice in ESL jobs that the majority of the companies are offering Class A insurance, which is what we just saw. And what they're giving you is Class C insurance, which is what a family would have for a maid, drivers, and cooks. So there's no dental, there's really no medical, everything is out of pocket. It's a pretty high copay. And so if you look at the video that we shot with the woman from Canada who was injured on the job and sustained all kinds of problems, she got stuck in the kingdom. She ended up having to go to the police and the prince, and QEHC concealed that. So you're really walking into a horrible situation because, as we've mentioned, they're going to house you in possibly a hotel or apartment with rats in a bad location. You won't be near any amenities. They could put you at the high frequency hotel in Hafr al-Batten that has a cell phone tower on top of it. And they don't really care about you. And I realize that people don't really get this. This candidate that we just spoke to cannot imagine this is actually true. And this is fine. People can believe this and they can listen to the testimonies of other employees that have been there, which is what this channel represents, or they can throw the dice and go there themselves. So good luck out there.